The conference room was filled with the usual buzz of corporate confidence. High heels clicking, expensive perfumes lingering, and laughter that felt more like competition than joy. At the head of the table sat Ava Sinclair, CEO of Skylift Aviation, a woman known for her sharp mind, colder eyes, and an unshakable belief that success was only for those who earned it. Today, she was interviewing candidates for the company's new pilot training expansion program, a project meant to modernize their entire flight department. And outside that glass-walled room, mopping the marble floors, was Eli Turner, the company's quiet janitor. He was in his late 30s, calm, polite, and almost invisible. Every morning, he nodded to everyone, holding the door open, cleaning spills, fixing things no one noticed were broken. Ava, on the other hand, never noticed him. Until that morning as she left the boardroom. She slipped on a wet floor sign he hadn't yet picked up. Catching herself, she turned sharply. "Do you even pay attention to your job?" she snapped. Eli smiled faintly. "I do, ma'am. Just finished mopping that section. Sorry if I missed you coming out." Her assistants chuckled. "Maybe next time, focus on cleaning instead of eavesdropping," one whispered loudly enough for him to hear. Ava smirked, walking away. But fate has a strange sense of timing. That afternoon, during the launch of the company's new helicopter model, a sleek $15 million prototype, something went wrong. The company's top pilot fell ill, and the crowd was already gathering for the live demonstration. Ava panicked. The event was being streamed globally. Investors, clients, the media, all waiting for Skylift's big reveal. "No one else here is certified to fly that model," one engineer said nervously. A voice came from the back. Calm, confident, familiar. "I can fly it." Everyone turned. It was Eli, still in his janitor's uniform, holding his mop like a staff. Ava frowned. You're joking, right?" He met her eyes. "No joke, ma'am. I flew that same model in the military, Rescue Division, Afghanistan. 12 years. The room went silent. Even the air felt heavier. One engineer whispered. "Wait. Eli Turner? You're Captain Turner." Recognition spread like wildfire. His name wasn't unknown. It was legendary in certain aviation circles. He had once piloted a rescue chopper through a sandstorm to save 14 trapped soldiers. The story had made headlines years ago. Ava's smirk faded. "You worked in the military?" Eli nodded. "After my unit disbanded, I needed a steady job. Didn't care what it was. My daughter's surgery wasn't cheap." Without waiting for her permission, he walked toward the helicopter. The crowd watched, murmuring. Ava tried to stop him, but something in his composure made her pause. Engines roared to life. The rotors spun. And then, like poetry in motion, the aircraft lifted, smooth, graceful, perfect. Eli performed maneuvers most pilots wouldn't dare attempt in front of a live audience. Barrel turns, precision hovers, landing so soft it barely kissed the ground. When he stepped out, applause erupted from every corner. Even Ava couldn't help but clap, her pride slowly dissolving into awe. She walked up to him, her tone softer than before. "That was incredible. Why didn't you ever tell anyone who you were?" He smiled. "Didn't think it mattered. Titles fade. Character doesn't." The crowd was still cheering when Ava laughed suddenly, a rare, genuine sound. "Fly this helicopter again," she said, half teasing, half serious. "And I'll marry you myself." The laughter around them grew louder, but she didn't look away. Something in her eyes had changed. Admiration, respect, maybe even something deeper. Eli just chuckled. "Careful, Miss Sinclair. I never miss a challenge." And for the first time in her career, the CEO who once believed money and status defined worth, realized the most extraordinary people sometimes were the simplest uniforms. TOB continued.